40 graus, 09 nós, poucas nuvens, A320, temperatura no norte, QNH 10117. A hora certa é 01 da hora, sua autorização do plano de voo é válido até as 30. Reporte no ponto de espera da pista 6, voando 2664. Pittsburgh, 002, descendimento em level 100.
Brasília, uma rua de 706, nivelado, no trocado de Nordeste.
Santos Dumont 8706, mantenha a navegação sul de radar. Roger, Seabird 002, descending maintain level 100. Seabird 002, contact Brasilia approach 119. Brasilia approach 119. Seabird 002.
Well, hello everybody. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Hey, we're back in an Airbus. How about that? Pentagon. What's going on, my man? Good to see you, Rob.
Here's Pentagon.
So, just kind of been an Airbus-y kind of week, I guess. But yeah, down here in South America, and yeah, going to be doing a little hop between a couple of spots down here. Yes, happy Tuesday, back to back. That's right. Not only Taco Tuesday, it's back to back Airbus Tuesday, I guess. So anyway, good to have you, man. So yeah, this is what we're thinking here. Montes Claros down to Santos Dumont. Kind of a southerly route here today. Off of runway 12, the the Lokex 1 Alpha departure and the ASA 1 Bravo arrival into Santos. Of course, Santos always spicy coming in, but it looks like the weather's okay in both spots. The cool thing about Brazil, well, one of the cool things about Brazil is... All right, he's off. All right. Anyway, is not only is it just a new place to fly, and you know, just that brings all the fun challenges of an international airspace, but Brazil is starting to do this every Tuesday now, and so to try to predict where they're going to be controlling is kind of tough. They sort of have their classic airports, you know, here on the East Coast, but they'll cover all over the place, and you know. In case you wonder, like Brazil is about the size of the U.S. So it would be like me trying to plan out my events and say that I'm just hoping that Kansas City and Albuquerque are going to be controlled on that night. So anyway, I just got a flash, and I almost changed because there's a couple of really great airports here that are receiving ATC tonight, kind of the featured fields, but I decided to stick with it, and we'll still have fun. And anyway, we're gonna end up right in here in Brazil, so or down near Buenos Aires. So it'll still be a good time. But that's, if you're ever wondering why I can't seem to sync up with ATC, it's just because they don't tend to announce their sort of plans until a few days ahead of time, and so it's kind of hard sometimes to change. But anyway, enough about that. Glad to have you here, Pentagon, and let's go flying. So I'm here at stand 0, and I have the aircraft starting to load. I've got the IRS is aligning, and I was about to get some clearance, but he has stepped away for just one moment. So I can't imagine that they're going to do a whole lot to us here in terms of adjusting, but as soon as I say that, they may very well. So I'm going to hold off and wait till he gets back, and then we will do our stuff. Hope you're doing well. This is a little freeware airport, and nothing fancy, but just kind of nice to. Man, there's a ton of freeware airports in South America, and just really cool locations. So hopefully you guys will enjoy here, and I've linked the scenery in my stream schedule tab. I hope you guys are enjoying that. I hope it's not too it's a little bit more information, a little bit more spread out than my more like list format that I had going before. But one of the things that I've been trying to do is just trying to find a way to give you guys like the downloads ahead of time as much as I can. So this is what I've set up. So anything that's blue here, that's a freeware download that you can grab, and it includes sometimes the aircraft. So this is us today, Montes Claros to Santos Dumont. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Welcome in, Beethoven. But anyway, that's kind of what we've got going on right there. You know what? I'm going to hop in. If I need to change, I can change. It's not that hard. Let's do a little INIT request here, and we'll get all this stuff.
Center back.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give him a call. Center, good evening. Tap 816. Sorry, I forgot who I was there for a second. On the ground, Montes Claros, clearance request to Santos Dumont.
Tap 816, standby. Break. Sleeper 248, reservation center. Good evening.
Hi, Scotsman.
Identical, maintain level 3.
How are you, man? Welcome. Welcome.
Tap 816, advise when ready to copy.
Ready to copy, tap 816.
Tap 816, you are clear to Santos Dumont Airport level 320 as filed. As Montes Claros is an uncontrolled airport, your preferred runway for takeoff is at your discretion. We advise runway 13. Squawk 4511. 4511. You're back.
Okay, clear to Santos Dumont as filed. We're flight level 320. Field is uncontrolled, so runway is at our discretion. We are squawking 4511, tap 816.
Tap 816, readback is correct. Montes Claros weather from the latest observation 060 degrees 04 knots. KLOK, temperature 2.19er, 10H1015. Hold for release, and the departure instructions are report ready for joining the active runway, and advise whichever runway you're going to take off, and then you're going to climb and maintain 8,000 on runway heading. Tap 816.
All right, we'll report ready short of the active. We'll climb 8,000 runway heading. Tap 816.
And
right.
tap 816. This current clearance valid for another 30 minutes. So until 00420.
Tap 816. All right, let's get this put in here. Squawking, what am I squawking? 4511. Oops. 4511, and EARA will turn that on. That's good. I am in Brazil. Yeah, it's bigger than the U.S. without Alaska. Yeah, it's a massive, massive country, and like I say, really a fun place to fly. Very, very accommodating to folks like me from not from around here. They do a really good job of just, like I say, accommodating that. And so yeah, I'm always excited and happy to fly down here. So we're pretty much cleared as filed. I'm kind of going out of order a little bit here, which is never a good idea on the checklist. 1015, no, 1015, and then 8,000. But since I'm in the neighborhood, we'll go ahead and set all that up. All right, let's go back down here. Let's I couldn't remember if I was tap or goal. I have the goal is my South American livery in the 737. So tap is actually an Air Portugal, but it works. They fly a lot of routes over here in Brazil also. What is my cost index of 18 tonight, and 320. Lovely. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your week is off to a good start. Boy, we had a really nice flight last night. That was awesome. Thank you so much for all of you that were able to be here. Flew the A300, the Any builds from Deer Lake down to Halifax, and just had an absolute blast. It was really a great stream. I like my streams in general, but man, some streams just are like, you just walk away just feeling so good. And that was a fun one for sure. All right, let's see. Flight plan. We are the Lokex 1 Alpha, and they are suggesting 1-2, which is, pretty much. I mean, it's going to be kind of a crosswind regardless. Yeah, man, I'm so happy. It just makes me happy to have that aircraft, even though it's not perfect. And a lot of it is I don't fly it very well, but it's really nice to just have that back in the rotation. And I really look forward to trying to get better at that. All right, what do I have for approaches? I have the RNAV Alpha and Bravo to runway 2. Boy, I would love an ILS. We don't have one. Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to have to take a look at this here, you guys. Alpha and Bravo. Which one will I need? Santos. Let's do an approach. So RNAV. And it's runway 2 right. So RNAV. R and P would be great. Visual prescribed track. Here's an RNP Bravo. So this must be the Alpha. This means, oh, there's a visual track. I wonder how that's different from the other one here. So, oh, look at this. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Yeah. So we'll come here. We'll loop around the there's a beach. We'll come in like so. Or what about just the regular RNP? So this is pretty much the same. It just has a little bit more. It's more zoomed out. So, yeah, this is a challenging place to fly into, and I've only attempted to fly into it once. So this ought to be really, really fun. So there's terrain everywhere. All right, so RNAV. I'm just going to plug in the Alpha here. And it is off of, is it off of ALSA 1 Bravo? There it is, ALSA 1 Bravo. And the token. Alright, we'll take that. Let's do a quick step through and make sure everything looks good. Yep, down we go, and then it's becomes a little bit of a ziggy-zaggy. Yeah, that doesn't look anything like the approach I just dialed up, does it? That doesn't look anything like. Maybe it's the RNAV B that I'm. Oh, here we go. RNAV Bravo is a little bit more subtle here, I guess. Which we're coming from the north, so I'm not sure which one they really want us on here. What's the visual track? Coming to here, then down. How do you make this turn, guys? Got to make this turn here and come in. This is coming from the south. Boy, I'm already nervous about this. I haven't taken off. So what's the Alpha 2 right? What do we have? Let's go to Alpha. Runway Alpha. Alpha 2 right. I think that's what I put in was the Alpha. Alright, so that's much better. So it looks like Popsu could be the initial. We come up to here, hang a little bit of a left, and we come on in. That actually looks a little bit better probably for us.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you very much. Resuming all navigation on the
yeah, that's more like what we should have, right? Alright, go back to this. I just want to look at this one more time. Step it through. Sorry, let me get back here a little bit. Step it through to right. We come to SCR. Then
Tap 816, Brasilia.
Tap 816, go.
Just be advised, Santos Dumont is now operating runway 20 left for arrival. Can expect the RNP Foxtrot approach.
RNP Foxtrot 20 left. Really appreciate that. Tap 816. All right, that helps. See what I mean? Those guys, they know what you need. All right, so let's start this again. So arrival, RNAV Foxtrot 20 left. There we go. And off of the ALSA 1 Bravo. Where are you? ALSA 1 Alpha, Charlie. So that maybe means we're going to have a different arrival now since we're... Okay, so that could possibly... Okay, so we're going to have to look at this here. That's okay. We got time. The ALSA 1 Bravo, I think, takes us down south and has us landing north. So let's look at the other ALSA arrivals, because one of them will be what we need. ALSA 1 Alpha. Let's see what that does. That's for... That'll tell us here in the chart here. For runway 20 left. So that's the one we want. We're going to come from Tokim to here and then in towards the airfield, and then we'll land to the south. Very good, very good. You know, Santos, from a couple streamers, you expect a top performance. Thanks for no pressure there, right? No pressure there. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Okay, so let's one more time here, folks. It always pays to take a little extra time when you're in an unfamiliar airspace. Okay, there's Tokim. Then we come down to Asalu. Yep, that's us, into Gelet. I like it. All right, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I think we got half a shot at pulling this off now. Altimeter is set, altitude is set, and all my lights are pretty well on. Let's come over here and let's see how close we are to having the aircraft loaded up. Oh, pardon me. And we got a few more minutes here. That's okay. Hey, you know what? Let's load the aircraft. Let's come back to my flights, tap to import. Let's go to here. Let's load. Gosh dang it. Load aircraft. We're just going to do an instant load. I won't make you guys sit around for too long. Plus, we're going to go mess around in Papua New Guinea as well. So, I'm going to send that to the McDo. And that's all loaded in there.
787 Brazil Center, good evening, sir. Squawk
INIT page 2. Okay, actually good perf. So let's come over here, finish this off. Let's do a little departure performance. We'll sync the load sheet. We'll sync the live weather. Runway 12, calculate that. Get our speeds here, 23, 25, 29. Send that to the MCDU. And there we go. We are looking fantastic. Time to start the APU, my friends. Master switch on. No warnings. And start. Let that get going. Flaps 1, trim is down 0.3. Flex temp is 46. I hear things clicking and clacking. Did we get the... We need to make sure we get the stairs removed here, don't we? I keep telling myself at some point I'm gonna get GSX to do this thing right, but until that time, it might be a little ways yet. I did download, you'd be happy to know, I did download the free trial of SPAD, so I'm going to start to mess with that a little bit here, see if I can make that work. Alright, APU is available, and I'm not in a big hurry. I'd like to have it ready to go when I transition to 2024, really, truly. Alright, so that's good. We can disconnect the external power. Let's get the fuel pumps on here. We are able to, I'm assuming we're going to, it's uncontrolled, so I'm going to go back over to Unicom to make our radio calls. And we're going to taxi to runway 12. So we're at, this is Mario Ribeiro, Mario Ribeiro in Montes Claros. Ground charts, airport stuff. Here we are. We need to push back with our tail to the right, our nose basically facing west, and it's a, well, we'll just call right there at Alpha. It's going to be a backtrack deal. Departure runway 12, runway heading up to 8,000 is what we're expecting. And then we'll take a look at the rest of the departure here. We have, it's the Loki 1 Alpha, Loki. There it is. This probably just says the same thing. Yeah, so we'll be given a right-hand turn to the south down here to Lokex is our transition. And we need to be above 9,000, flight level 090 on that. Okay, cool. That looks good. We can do that. We can do that. Okay, fuel pumps on. We're about to be mobile. Beacon on. Did I disconnect the chocks? I think I took the chocks out. Yep, GPU is, wait a second. Tug needs to be connected. Okay, we're good there. Everything else, all my doors are closed. Let's see if I get that weird aft door, cargo aft door thing again. So we're going to immediately push and start the turn because we don't, as you can see, we don't have a lot of room here, so we're pretty much going to just start that turn right away. I would guess we're maybe just hair on the large side for this airport. I didn't research it super well. It just looked like a cool place, so that's why we're here. Parking brake set, chocks, yep, and I do have the parking brake set. We're about to release the parking brake here and get this party started. Engine is on. All right. Make sure I've got, yep, that's good. All right, cool. Let's do it. Parking brake is released. Mario Ribeiro traffic tap 816 is pushing back from stand 0. Mario Ribuba. Brakes RTO. Yeah, I have that just a hair farther down. I like to put that on after I'm done pushing back. Just a little bit further down the list there, Chris, but definitely need to have it. All right, get it turning. Yeah, no, hey, I don't mind the reminders there, Chris, not at all. And I'm not seeing that my checks are spot on too. However, I will say this, that of all my checklists, this one is probably the one that most closely resembles real life, just simply because I had a real life Airbus captain help me set it up. So, but again, you know how it is company to company, right? It could be a whole different deal. But I like to kind of do, maybe it's also just because it's all kind of right there, like a set the flap, set the trim, auto brakes to RTO, you know, arm the speed brake. I just like to kind of do all of that at the same time. Are we available here? I think I might have missed my message there, so I think we're going to go ahead and get number 2 turning. But no, as always, guys, if you see something that I've missed, please feel free. I don't mind a bit. Okay, that's looking good, sounding good. Available, perfect. This can go back to norm. We can turn the APU off and the bleeds off. We are ready to look at yep, all of our stuff now. Here we go. So that's set, and I actually just need to come down here to flight controls just to get everything set. It's going to be flaps 1. Good, and we're down 0.2. Down 1, down 2. Here we go. Full right. Center, full left, center. Elevators up, down. Rudder looking good. And brakes RTO. Let's see, transponders on Charlie, predictive wind shear is to auto, and yes sir, I believe we're ready to taxi. Don't need the anti-icing procedure. And yeah, let's just go right there and we'll call up. Ribeiro traffic, tap 816 on the taxi to holding point Alpha. Ribeiro traffic. And we'll come back over here and we'll get ready to call center number 1 for departure. We're definitely within our 30 minutes, so that's good. We'll be cleared. I don't know about you guys, but when I get the clearances at the uncontrolled fields in the States and they give you like 10 minutes. Like, I always feel the pressure. Definitely feel the pressure. Center tap 816 is number 1 ready for departure, holding short at Alpha.
Tap 816, you are clear for departure. Runway 12 at Montes Claros, climb runway heading, and commenting 8,000.
Alright, cleared for takeoff, runway 12. It'll be runway heading up to 8,000, tap 816. I think I was supposed to tell him which runway I was wanting as well. Dang it. But you know what? I don't think I've ever departed an uncontrolled field here in South America. So that's kind of cool, learning that procedure. Kind of cool. Up to 8,000, expecting that... whoops. Expecting that turnout to the south. Yeah, maybe the other way. According to the windsock, it's a little bit of a
16, just correcting myself. There is no aircraft inbound or outbound from Montes Claros. Takeoff is at your own discretion for airborne passing 5,000.
Alright, takeoff at our own discretion, and we'll call you airborne passing 5,000, tap 816. Okay, very good. This departure really is a lot. It's actually quite similar to my local airport. It's controlled over the top by Salt Lake Center. Hi, Kevin. But it's non-towered, and so you get the cleared for departure, report number 1, all that stuff. Same kind of procedure here, so that's kind of cool. All right, so there we go. We are lined up. Crosser, everything is set and ready. Let's go lights, strobe to auto. Actually, we'll go nav right here as well. Alright, let's do it. Spooling up. 2 good engines. Click, click. Takeoff power set. Manflex blue band group ×2 SRS green runway and departure to departure. Airspeed. We got tons of runway here. There's V1 and rotate.
Peter 248, clear it, confirm. Which flight level? 370, confirm.
Beautiful. Positive rate, here comes the gear. I'm going to report through 5,000. 2,600 right now.
You reached a one-way airway, but you are able to climb the 370 flight.
Flaps coming up. We're going to go to leave climb. There's 4,000. We go heading. Dreaded lever asymmetry. Asymmetry. Four and a half. Time for a quick look outside. Oh, lovely. All right, back inside. We're looking pretty good. Center tap 816 on the climb at 5,100.
Tap 816, your radar has been 5 power on in 5,200 feet. Turn right, fly RNAV direct low cap. Low cap. Climbing level 320.
Right turn, direct LOCEX, and climb to flight level 320. Tap 816. All right. Let's help the turn here. Pretty sure it'll probably just pick it up all right, but we'll start the turn. We'll go 320. Come down here. We'll go direct LOCEX insert. That'll get us on the lateral track, and we can do this again. Lovely. Lovely. I really need to up my South American Liberty game, though. I only have TAP and Goal Airlines right now, and there's a lot of really neat companies that operate down here in Brazil alone, but like all over the place. Argentina, you know, like they're just, I mean, like every little country obviously has its own couple of airlines that, I don't know, it's just I just need to do better. I got to get more of those.
It's good to mingle with these laid-back country folk, don't it, Harry? I like it a lot.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. What a cool spot to fly. Let's see if we can do any justice to this arrival. This could be interesting. Alright, I'm changing all my information here to be 20 lefty. Also one Alpha arrival now, 20 left. RNAV Foxtrot. I'm just going to put all this. Oh, you know what? Let's get to. No, that's okay. We can do it. RNAV Fox. Let's add that to the route. And that way we've got everything in there that we need to have in, and we've got all the extra help we can get as well. So, all right, through 10, let's do some stuff here. Let's do the things. That can come off as well as that. That's all fine. Uh-huh. 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 I think we're good. Yeah, this Phoenix, man. What an awesome add-on. Hey, Rock.
Hello, Bucky.
Rob, thanks for a really fun flight last night, man. That was awesome. And thanks for the work, buddy. Bit of weather down south, but again, my weather report here, at least from initially from SimBrief, is reporting light winds and clear, relatively clear skies. There's a few clouds at 1,500, but otherwise 190 at 5, and a few at 1,500, broken at 7,000, but 10 statute miles of visibility. QNH 1016. So it should be a fairly nice day, I think, as we head into Rio. There's 2 Rio airports, and I must confess I got them confused a lot. So there's Rio, Galileo Antonio, Carlos Jobim, and then there's Santos Dumont. We're gonna go to the one that's down south on the southern coast there. The other one is, though, it's a really nice approach and a nice place as well. This airport, by the way, got an update, and it doesn't really like it. It actually, the airport that the developer created, and I bought the payware airport, was much better than the freeware update that came with the Brazil World update. But I have not had a chance to get in. He put out a free update to his scenery, which essentially fixed all the little issues that the World update version created. But again, I haven't had a chance to get in there and update that. I need to do that. So stick around. We are going to head down to the highlands of Papua New Guinea here for the next flight. This guy right here has an airtime of just a little over an hour, and then we'll hop down to PNG. The Blackbird Sim PC6, the Porter, got an update a little while ago, and so I've been itching to go back down there and just get the tires muddy. See what we can do. Up climb there about 60 miles. We're going to be in good shape. 320, very, very doable for this plane in even in a short 1 hour flight. You don't feel like you're just up and down. $22,000. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. I was going to see if we had... So, we are starting to learn some controllers down here. And I don't see our friend that is often down here controlling. He will stream as well. But I'll be honest with you, I really haven't ever had a bad ATC experience down here. I've messed things up and, done that, but I really haven't ever had a bad ATC journey down here. They do a nice job.
Tap 816 Brazil Center.
Tap 816, go ahead.
Tap 816, fly direct to Asia, intersection Alpha Echo Juliet Alpha.
Sorry, I didn't get that intersection. Could you give it? You're a little bit quiet on my comms.
Tap 816, no problem. Direct Asia intersection. That's Delta Echo Juliet Alpha November.
All right, direct Dacian for tap 816. All right, here we go. And boom. Insert. Little bit of a not really a shortcut, but just kind of straightening some things out. You know how SimBrief is when you do some international flights. It'll a lot of times it'll put extra waypoints in. So this is basically what it just did right there, guys. It not that it took a lot out, because we're pretty much due south, but we don't have to worry about all this stuff. We're going just straight from here down to Dacian. So took a couple things out of there.
Hello, Sam.
We'll take all the help we can get. Hey, Down One Sim, checking in. Hello, Mr. Kuhn. Welcome. Greetings from Scottsdale. Did you fly the approach that we did the other night? Nope, just went commercial. Oh, man. Yeah. Still.
Azul 867, Brazil.
You're flying, and that's cool.
Lufthansa 024 Brazil Center.
Alright, so we're getting close to top of climb, and then we'll do a quick VATSIM radar scan, and then we got to start getting ready for our descent here, you guys. It's going to be that time.
For Lufthansa 024. Thank you.
Well, I hope this trip goes well for you, Down One Sim, and I know how hard you've been working. Paying those bills, buddy. But glad you're getting to travel around and see different parts of the U.S. And that is kind of cool. I mean, it stinks to live out of a suitcase, but one more time for tap 816.
Tap 816 Brazil Center is closed.
Okay.
However, Curitiba is away. Curitiba Center limit is Deja, the intersection you're flying direct to. So at Deja, contact Curitiba 126.75. For now, monitor Unicom frequency 1228.
All right, over Dejan will contact center and Unicom for now. Appreciate the ATC. Have a great night. Tap 816.
You too. Keep it up with the stream.
Okay. So he's heading out. I'm going to go ahead and just go straight over to this guy right now, and we will contact him here when we get to Dijon. Got just a little bit, and that'll actually give me a second. I'm going to go refill my coffee and take a quick stretch break. Home Thursday night. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I want to go get that. Texas one flyboy, 35 months. My dude. Thank you. Thank you so much. I forgot to toss out. Where are my manners? I forgot to toss out the Downwind Sim welcome emote as well. So good to see you guys. Thank you so much. 35 months. I don't have any coffee to toast you with, but I'm going to have some here in a moment. I want to make sure we level off and don't climb uncontrollably through top of climb like I've done once or twice before, but great to have you guys.
Texas one flyboy.
Man, I tell you what, I am close. I had the youngest granddaughter in my lap, looking at the sim a little bit, checking at the yoke and checking things out. It was very interesting to her. My middle granddaughter is kind of was more into like actual toy planes this time, so she didn't really get down in the sim, but she is getting close to being able to do some voiceovers, so I'm excited about that. Hey, Bush Pilot Jesse, what's going on? Welcome in, man. Good evening. Jesse, we're heading to Papua New Guinea here for the next leg, so if you could stand me flying this big iron for about another 40 minutes, man, we'll be over in PNG a little bit. He has grown. Tell you what, he's grown up right in front of our eyes. So Jesse, I know that you do most of your flying in X-plane, so unfortunately you probably won't be able to I mean, you're welcome to join, but you won't have the same airports I do. I picked up the Orbix Bush Pack. There was the Highlands Bush Pack. I think there's 3 of them, and they're payware, so I haven't linked that. But if you're ever interested in a really nice, like pretty affordable upgrade to the PNG. Oh, you do? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well then that's what we're going to be in. Is we're going to be messing around with those Orbix PNG Highland airstrips. So yeah, if you want to join, you can. I am planning. I don't know if it'll show it. Oh, that's the sorry. I'm planning to, for anybody that wants to fly along, I'm planning to start at Yawan. That's where I'm going to spawn in. Okay, man. Well, if you're welcome, I guess is what I'm saying. And so, all right, here we go. We're 320. We're level. We've got just a little bit of time. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to take just a minute, refill the coffee, and I will be right back.
Apolo 368, prepara a chegada orbital no alfa, pista 7 direita. Orbital no alfa, pista 7 direita, 232. Papa Romeo Charlie Oscar Bravo, Charlie Oscar Bravo, preocupação.